give Penn State a lot of credit. Thought they played really well. They really from the tip, and we were not certainly defensively where we needed to be. But I don't want to take anything away from Penn State. I thought they were terrific. Carr, we had no answer for him the whole night. I thought he controlled the game. So we've got to find a way to prepare our guys better as coaches, and we got to figure out a way to play better next week. So,
like you said, defensively, it just seemed like maybe something was off. Did they do anything that surprised you, or did you just feel something wasn't clicking defensively?
No, I mean, no. You look at them and you say they're really talented. I think Carr's clearly a pro. I think he's going to be a first-round draft pick here at some point. He's not shot it real well. You know, he was shooting just above 32, 33% in league play. He was 10 of 14, and I think 4 or 5. You know, guys, they played well, and we've got to figure out a way to maybe put our guys in better position defensively, and then our guys we have to come out with more presence defensively than what we did. They were clearly the more physical team the entire night. Clearly, wasn't even close. It's one of the most physical games I've coached in. I can't remember a game this physical that I've coached in, to be honest with you. So we've got to do a better job responding. If the game is going to be this physical, and it's going to be allowed to be this physical, then we've got to do a better job responding to that.
How did you feel you guys handled in the second half there? There were a number of fouls. The crowd got into it. Jay Sean said maybe you guys need to handle that better. How did you see that unfold?
You know, I think it's a good lesson for us. We got to play with a little more poise when, you know, we didn't feel like, for whatever reason, guided. You know, I looked at some of those calls, and I won't say much about that. You know, Penn State beat us. They were the better team tonight, but I think we got to play with a little more, respond in those moments with a little more poise. I was obviously upset, but in the second half, but I was trying to be calm myself because I felt like our guys were a little too emotional. But they care. They care at a really high level. It's one of the best things about this group.
Coach, you mentioned Carr, but you know, down the stretch, you got some unbelievable shots from Keita. Ultimately, is that what you want? You know, ball in the hands of your best player, and how do you think he performed, all things considered, with him, you know, battling the flu?
I thought he did a great job offensively. I think defensively, he can continue to, you know, we need him to be, he's so important for us. We need him to be a great force offensively and defensively. And I thought that offensively, some of the shots he made late were sensational. He really played a good, I think he played a really sound offensive game, particularly late making those shots. But yeah, he is, you know, there are other guys. I thought he and JT, when we needed a 3, when we called a timeout, we were running something to get a 3, but they really played with really good poise and composure in that situation to get a quick 2 when that's what the defense was giving us. I thought it was an outstanding play on Caleb, JT's part to finish that play and get a quick 2 and extend the game.
You've mentioned before that sometimes the best thing to do after a tough loss is to get back up and play right away. Just so happens after the stretch of all these games, now you have a little longer of a break. What do you do to, you know, keep spirits up and, you know, kind of get across that message that it is just one game?
Yeah, I think, you know, win or lose tonight, we were going to need to learn a lot from this game because of how physical they were. And again, I thought they were more physical than we were, and made just more effort plays for certainly segments of the game. So we were going to need to hopefully learn from this one way or the other. I think that our guys, because of the stretch, you know, it's mandated, we have to give them 2 days off. So they need that physically, probably mentally. So we have to give them a couple of days off. So, you know, again, this is not unlike what we thought could happen at some point. We'll see how we respond, Indiana's really good, playing as well as anybody in the league. So was Illinois. Indiana beat these guys at home, at their place, and wasn't even real close. So we need to be better. Hopefully we will. Hopefully the rest will help.
Chris, in the second half, you, I guess, had to sit Katie because he had 4, and then probably had to sit JT because he needed 2. And in those 3 or 4 minutes, or whatever, they went from 7 to 13. Just what was your mindset? Did you think about not pulling JT off or putting Katie back on, and just how hard was that balance in that particular country?
Well, we really need one of those guys on the floor most every. In Big Ten play, we need one of those guys on the floor most times. We had an odd, not an odd lineup, but we had a lot of subs in there at one point when they stretched the lead to 13. And part of that is me trying to get some of those guys some more experience and some experience in a tight game. But and I think there were times where they did some good things, but we had CJ out in the first half. That hurt us. And then you had JT and Kada, and we're just not. We can't as a team right now manage, particularly when a team's playing as well as Penn State was. We can't. I'm not sure we can. You know, we need to make sure one of those guys is on the floor most times. But it was difficult to do that with some foul trouble.
And then, as you sit there now, what's your balance of upset at some of the defensive lapses, but also maybe happy with the rally, almost putting position force over it?
Yeah, no, I think this team has tremendous spirit, but we've got to find the way as coaches to play better and put our guys in as good a position as we can put them in. I certainly would have been disappointed if we did not show any life there in the last couple minutes. That would have been even more disappointing. Because I think our guys were frustrated. They felt like they were guarding them well at times and they were just making shots. But I think what we'll see is there were other reasons. They made some tough shots, but we allowed them to get in a rhythm too. But again, I don't want to take anyone away from Penn State. I thought they were outstanding. I thought Carr controlled the game.